Kitsune Kon completely surprised me with what they presented last year. I attended Kitsune Kon with very low expectations, but at the end of the day, they completely blew me away with what they offered, and I crowned this con as the best small-size convention of 2016. I'm very excited to return for my second year at Kitsune Kon. Does it continue to shine bright in 2017? Kitsune Kon is a small 3-day convention held at the KI Convention Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The convention center, as well as the Hyatt Regency Green Bay built into it, was an incredible location for this event. The KI was big, beautiful, and spacious, and I truly felt that this venue will have no problems holding this convention when Kitsune Kon becomes a mid-sized con. The only thing I didn't like about the Hyatt Regency Green Bay was that the elevators were unbelievably slow, which led to long wait times. If possible, I recommend taking the stairs to get to your hotel room. I love the lighting in the convention center. During the day, you can take really good photos and videos in the KI without the need to use a flash. In addition, the convention center is right next to a riverwalk, which is also a great area to take photos. Those who are into cosplay photography will definitely love to shoot in this area. With Kitsune Kon being in downtown Green Bay, you would think parking would be expensive in this area, right? Wrong. If you choose to park in the parking garage across the street from the convention center, it's free after 6 p.m. on Friday and free for the rest of the weekend, so you don't have to worry about bringing any extra money for parking. The Hyatt had some food options, including a concession stand, a breakfast buffet, as well as a restaurant and snack shop, and there were restaurants within walking distance in the Green Bay area. It would be awesome for Kitsune Kon to consider having food trucks near the convention center, but that's just me. Registration at Kitsune Kon went incredibly fast this year. It was a huge step up from last year's registration. While I may have gotten a press badge for this con, the rest of my friends were able to get their badges very quickly, whether they register at the con or if they pre-registered online. On top of that, I didn't see any sort of registration lines at all for the whole weekend. Kitsune Kon had excellent organization for their event. The guidebooks were nicely laid out with everything you will need to enjoy this convention. However, I felt that the signage could have been better for the panel rooms, as it was a little difficult to distinguish each room apart. The panel rooms were labeled in very small text on the monitors in front of the rooms. While I did run into some late panels at this convention, it was not terrible by any means, and the staff did a great job keeping things running smoothly should that problem arise. And speaking of the staff were all very nice, hardworking, and friendly. It was clear that the staff really loved what they do and had a strong passion for the convention, and I felt that they did an incredible job in making Kitsune Kon as great as it could be. One area that I do want to mention, and this was something I really should have mentioned in last year's review, was the con's website. Kitsune Kon is an incredible convention, but I felt that the con's website does not reflect how awesome Kitsune Kon truly was. To put it bluntly, the con website looked very bland and uninspired. It lacked any coverage photos of the event on their homepage, and it really felt like reading just a wall of text. I feel that the website is extremely important because for a potential attendee, the con website will very likely be the first place they go. And if the website is not appealing enough and does not give a clear understanding of Kitsune Kon as a whole, it could potentially draw people away. The con should definitely consider revamping their website for 2018. Once again, Kitsune Kon had an excellent amount of panels and events that went on for the whole weekend. They actually had significantly more panels in 2017 over their previous year. In addition, Kitsune Kon had several events going on for their convention, including their cosplay and AMV contests, their formal ball, all the guest panels, and even a ramen eating contest. Kitsune Kon also pulled off an unbelievable guest lineup for a small-sized convention. Like last year, Kitsune Kon brought a unique lineup of voice actors that are really hard to come by in this area. The guest lineup this year was a mixture of Digimon, Cowboy Bebop and Ghost in the Shell, bringing voice actors such as Paul St. Peter, Colleen O'Shaughnessy, Bo Billingsley, and even Steve Bloom. If there was one area that sets Kitsune Kon apart from other small conventions, it's their guest lineup, and those looking for guests who we don't see very often will absolutely love Kitsune Kon. As for their autograph sessions, Kitsune Kon completely revamped their autograph handling for 2017. They had a very clear autograph policy which consists of 2 free items signed and 1 free photo with the guest per session. And they also had a smartly laid out schedule where the autograph sessions always occur after the guest panel, and they made sure all autograph sessions have an extra hour reserved in case if any sessions run late or need extra time. The autograph scheduling was one big issue from last year's review, and I felt that for this year, they completely handled each and every session unbelievably well. Kitsune Kon had what they called their buffer room. This is a room where you can fight your friends with foam weapons. You can choose to fight alone or fight with your brethren as a whole team. Now I've been to several other conventions that offered foam fighting, but what makes Kitsune Kon's buffer room stand out is its size. It was by far the biggest foam fighting room I've seen so far at conventions. If you love to duke it out with your friends and family, don't miss out on this incredible buffer room, as it's one of the better foam fighting rooms out there. Kitsune Kon had a very nice tabletop gaming area. For someone like me who doesn't really care too much about tabletop gaming at cons, this tabletop gaming area really stood out. It had a very wide selection of board games, and it ended up being very busy for the whole weekend. While I'm not into tabletop gaming myself, I'm sure fans of it will have a great time in this area. Now Kitsune Kon did have official photo shoots this time around in 2017, if you knew where they were or if people were actually participating in them. I had multiple people ask about the photo shoots, and there was a lot of confusion with its location or if it was actually going to happen. There wasn't any sort of signage about where and when each of the photo shoots took place at. There also wasn't anyone running them. I highly recommend that the con should have better signage and also scout the best areas of the venue for photo shoots. This was definitely one of the weaker parts of the entire convention. Kitsune Kon once again had a spectacular video game room for a small size convention. It was big and had incredible variety. They had pretty much every single game console you can think of, from Atari to Xbox, and I really do mean everything. They also had several different arcade machines, including tabletop machines, PC gaming, and even virtual reality gaming. This video game room appealed to everyone, from the old school gamers to the more modern style gamers. It's one of the best video game rooms I've seen, and that is really saying a lot, especially for a con as small as Kitsune Kon. Kitsune Kon's dealer's hall was an improvement from their previous year. Several people complained that the dealer's hall lacked variety last year, but for this year, Kitsune Kon brought more dealers that opened up a wider range of different anime merchandise. Kitsune Kon's Artist Alley looked just about the same as last year's, and that's not a bad thing. For the size of the convention, the dealer's hall was just the right size. But as the con grows, I would love to see the dealer's hall grow with it, but for now, it's great just as is. Kitsune Kon hosts an electronic dance called the Amplifier on Saturday night. Kitsune Kon is a small-sized convention, but after going to this dance, it reminded me a lot of electronic dances I've seen at mid-sized cons. They had very good music and the lighting was on point. All the DJs did an incredible job getting everyone into the beat. Sure, there was less people than what I'm used to, but that means that there will be plenty of room to house more people as this convention grows. Kitsune Kon continues to slowly step their game up in 2017. They are more than just a small-sized convention. They excel in areas that completely differentiate themselves from other small-sized conventions in the Midwest. Kitsune Kon's biggest strengths were their spectacular video game room with pretty much everything you can think of, their incredible buffer room, and a guest lineup that just keeps getting better and better. And we also saw improvements this year with their registration, autograph handling, as well as their dealer's hall. I feel that the con should focus on having a more presentable con website for 2018. If you want people to take your con seriously, then this is one area the con should consider spicing up. And I also felt that the con could improve with their official photo shoots and have better use of signage. Kitsune Kon is a small size convention at around 3,000 attendees, and my recommended travel time is 5 hours or less. If you go to cons primarily for the guests, then Kitsune Kon is a worthy choice. Their GR department had an incredible record of bringing several hard-to-meet guests, and I feel it's only going to get better. Kitsune Kon is also a great first con for those who want to jump into what anime cons have to offer, and it also had a very family-friendly atmosphere. It will definitely appeal to fans of all ages. If you are into cosplay photography or just starting out in becoming a photographer, then you can get some really great shots at Kitsune Kon's venue. Gamers will love what the video game room offered, and fans of foam fighting can settle the score once and for all at Kitsune Kon's large buffer room. Kitsune Kon is a convention that is only going to get better. I truly feel that this con should be more known to the con community. It does so many things well and is run by incredible people who are extremely passionate with what they do. It's without a doubt that Kitsune Kon is a convention that fans living in the state of Wisconsin should visit. I highly urge anyone who is considering this con to give it a shot. It reigns as one of the best small-size conventions of the year. Kitsune Kon in 2017 continues to shine bright, and I am proud to give this convention another 9 out of 10. Thank you all for watching my review of Kitsune Kon in 2017. So for those who went to Kitsune Kon this year, what were your thoughts on Kitsune Kon? Please let me know in the comments, and if you like what you see here, subscribe to the PNV today for more con coverage, cosplay music videos, and more. Until then, I will see you at the next con.